Grab your popcorn, folks, because today I am doing a full driving tour of the city that I call home, Chandler, Arizona. Today we are going to be going through neighborhoods. I'm going to show you the shopping. We're going to talk a lot about schools so that if you're thinking about moving to Chandler, Arizona, you know what you're getting into. Let's get after it right now. So we're going to start our tour in West Chandler, and right now I'm driving all along the Gila River Indian Reservation on my way there. This is all land on the south side of Chandler that isn't really going to be developed. They do have a casino, an amazing outlet shopping center, a fancy hotel and resort with the only 5-star, 5-diamond restaurant there. And I'm going to show you that section in just a second. And this is the intersection where you can enter the Sheraton Grand Resort. There's also a golf club there, and that is where that restaurant is called Kai. And that is one of the 2 casinos that is on Indian Reservation, but that borders West Chandler. And then you can see we're entering the Phoenix Premium Outlets. Here I am at the Phoenix Premium Outlets. It's all open air like this, so you just walk outside from store to store. They have trees along the pathway. They have a splash pad that they have going in the summer. And even though it's on Indian Reservation, if you live in West Chandler or even some of the other parts of Chandler, it really only takes about 10 or 15 minutes to get here. On one side, they have quite a few sporting stores, like here's a Lids, and we're coming up on Under Armour. Behind me was the Adidas store, and there is a Nike outlet also coming up. And they have a Michael Kors right across from the coach, if you're the kind of lady who likes to carry a nice bag. There is a small food court, but there are no dine-in restaurants. The outlet mall has these Palo Verde trees planted all around, and in the springtime they bloom and they are just covered with yellow flowers. It's almost like our version of fall, since we don't have many trees that change colors here in the Phoenix area, but these Palo Verdes will just get yellow. Right now I'm in a big shopping plaza in Ocotillo, which is just right on the other side of the I-10 freeway from West Chandler. That's the AMC Theater. And they have just tons of different stores here, everything from clothing to craft stores to Target to the Goodwill, all sorts of restaurants. So if you decided to make West Chandler your home, you probably would be coming over here to do some of your shopping. And then right on the other side of the freeway, now we are in Chandler, is more shopping. So this plaza is called Casa Paloma. And then right across the street, you also have Lowe's. A little further down, you have IKEA and Dick's Sporting Goods. One of the best parts about living in West Chandler is its freeway access. It is between the I-10 and the 202 freeways, which just gives you better access to the Phoenix International Airport, ASU, and most parts of the valley. And this house with all the cars in front was our starter home when we first moved to Chandler. And I want to tell you what it was like living in West Chandler. So this was a no HOA neighborhood. So as is the norm for a no HO neighborhood, it was just really a mixture. Some people had that pride of ownership and really took care of their house, and some people didn't. We had a very nice neighbor, Vito, a few houses down, and he just loved working on all of his old cars out in the front yard. But I honestly didn't mind too much, since he was such a nice guy. But yeah, you can find some of these older neighborhoods in West Chandler where there is no HOA. And it is not a bad option if that's what you so desire. We're coming up here on a green belt. This is like a water retention area, so when we get all the heavy rains, all of the water would just flood in here. But it also serves as a walking and biking path. Right behind me is Valley Christian High School. It was ranked the #1 Christian school in all of Arizona by niche.com, and it's right here in West Chandler. I'm going to be talking to you more about school options in Chandler, but for now, I wanted to point out this one. West Chandler is also home to Ice Den, one of the few hockey rinks in the Phoenix area. And now I'm taking you to one of my favorite places in West Chandler, Pickleball Kingdom. If you are a pickleball fanatic, I am the realtor for you because I can tell you anything you want to know about pickleball in the East Valley or the larger Phoenix area, really. But anyway, as I was driving there, I went ahead and passed the Stellar Air Park. That is a private little air park where people have their homes with large hangars there, and they can just private jet their way out of their home to wherever it is they're gonna go. Here we are. Oh. All right, here we are, guys. There are 16 indoor courts. It is 74 degrees in here year round. So if you're worried about that hot summer and your pickleball obsession, they got you covered. This is the first Pickleball Kingdom location, and they have in the past half year done 100 franchise deals. So they're gonna be opening up all over the place. They even have they have this meeting room over here, and they have a locker room with showers, bathrooms. Right now I'm at the Chandler Fashion Center Mall. Behind me is the Harkins Theater, and I'm just gonna walk you through and show you some of the things I like about the Chandler Fashion Mall. That big yellow building in the distance is the Crayola Experience store. So fun for the kids. They go in there. First of all, they have everything possible that you can imagine that Crayola makes, but then they also have different little experiences you can do while you're in there. As food courts go, this one has a good variety. Rubio's, Thai Express, they have gelato, Philly cheesesteaks, mac and cheese. They have a DQ, Panda Express, there's a pizza place a little further down. Japanese food, and they're starting to decorate for the holidays. Merry Christmas. I'm pretty sure everyone at Lululemon knows my fiance by name, and he may have kept this store in business single-handedly. How cute is this Crayola store? What kid would not want to come here and become creative? Got your Dillard's and your Macy's down here. And of course, Santa's coming. Oh my gosh, there's Santa. There's Tilly's. My daughter liked that store at one point. This place also has a Build-A-Bear, which is where she had her 7th birthday, I think. We invited a bunch of her friends over and they all built a bear. Don't be mad, this is not like a puppy mill sort of place, but they even have a spot where you can adopt a furry friend. Let's see. Look at this little beauty. That's Mabel. Here's the most recent addition to the Chandler Mall. We just got a Scheels. If you haven't been before, it's quite a spectacle. They have a Ferris wheel in the middle of the store. Let's go check it out. Ooh, look at all their pickleball paddles. There's the old spaghetti factory. And right outside there's some more restaurants and just the prettiest little courtyard. They have a little splash pad at the end of this for the kids. And sometimes they do little concert series out here. I think it's just in the spring, maybe the fall too. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings. The Harkins is down there. Giant chessboard, cornhole. Could use a little work. Let's say you like the location of West Chandler, but you want a larger, more luxurious home on a bigger lot. You would want to consider this neighborhood. It's called Circle G, and while it is technically a Tempe address, it is just right on the edge of West Chandler with excellent access to the freeway. Looks like you can even have horse property. On this side, it looks like there was a house that was completely demoed and they just built it from the ground up. They do have a little playground over here with some tennis courts. A lot of these Circle G homes have either been totally redone or are in their original state and are just waiting for someone to come in and give it a remodel. And right now I am driving through Price Corridor on my way to the downtown Ocotillo area. Chandler has brought a lot of technology to the valley. Sometimes it's even called the Silicon Desert. Software companies, microchips, and because of that industry here, I would say this area is very diverse. I live not too far from here, and in my neighborhood, it seems almost like it's 50-50 or even a larger number of Asian and Indian families living in my neighborhood. I am here in what's called downtown Ocotillo. It's not really a downtown, it's just more of a shopping plaza, mostly restaurants, but they also have some luxury condos called the K's, mostly 1 and 2 bedroom condos. There are some 3 bedroom, and I will tell you a little bit more about that. I'm going to drive by just a couple of the restaurants here in the downtown Ocotillo Plaza. We got Rock Lobster. For your sushi needs, we have Sea and Smoke, more seafood. And then we have the Living Room. All 3 of those places have live music certain times of the week. Here we are at the K's at downtown Ocotillo. Right now there are 10 condos for sale, and they are all 1 or 2 bedroom homes. The price range is $395 to $570. Looks like they have a charging station. You can't get inside without a key fob. And there is the parking garage. You can see this resident using his key fob to open up that door. If you are going to work in the Price Corridor area or live in the Ocotillo area, you will not be too far from some Asian food options. This is just one shopping plaza that has opened up some more Asian restaurants. This right here, 99 Ranch Market, is a Asian supermarket. My fiance, who is also my real estate partner, happens to be Asian, so he could also point you to some good restaurants. I have actually had clients before tell me that they wanted to be close to an Asian supermarket, and maybe that's you. If it is, go ahead and send me a text, shoot me an email, give me a call, because it's important to me that you are able to live by the things that make it feel like home. Okay, so right now I am in Fulton Ranch. This is a beautiful community. When you drive in, there's the Fulton Ranch sign with a big water feature, lots of grass, there's ponds all throughout, there's palm trees lining the street. During the holidays, they light it up and it just looks super pretty. So if you have a dog that you like to go take for a walk every day, you just like to get out and meet the neighbors, or if you have kids and you want them to have other kids in the neighborhood to play with, you might want to consider Fulton Ranch. So currently in Fulton Ranch, there are 4 homes for sale. The lowest priced one is $939,000, and the most expensive is $4.25. The range in size on those, it starts at 2,700 going all the way up to 6,800 square feet. Right now I'm driving through a section of Fulton Ranch that is not gated. So these would be homes that would be a little more affordable. And then you can see this little playground here. They have several of those all throughout the community, and then they have one larger playground as well. This is the kind of neighborhood you just don't want to leave once you live here. Parts of Layton Lake are gated. This is where you'll find those larger lots, upscale homes. Right now there is one listed in here at $4.25 million. Got a little duck crossing going on in Fulton Ranch. Just a quick reminder, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and tap that little bell so you get notified every time I put a new video out. And if you are thinking about moving to Chandler or anywhere in the greater Phoenix area, make sure you send me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email. I would love to connect with you and help you make the move to sunny Arizona. Right now I'm in the heart of downtown Chandler. This is called New Square. It was just built a few years ago, and on one side is the Distillery, an awesome place if you love country music and country dancing. They have live music, I think, 7 nights a week. And then on the other side you have a wonderful steakhouse called DC Steakhouse. People go there for special occasions. They have like the desserts with the little sparkler things. Very popular place. And then right across the street we have City Hall. It is the week before Thanksgiving, and one of the Christmas traditions in downtown Chandler is to erect this massive Christmas tree, if you will, but it is made completely out of tumbleweeds. You might think it is not a good idea to light up a massive tree made out of tumbleweeds, but this is fire retardant. Right across the street, here we have the San Marcos Hotel. It was built in 1912. They are starting to advertise for that tumbleweed tree lighting and a parade of lights. So fun. This is also where they have the farmers market on weekends. One thing I love about Chandler is how business friendly they are. A lot of these places are just mom and pop, locally owned stores, and they just get a lot of community support. One of the most unique restaurants in downtown Chandler is The Perch. They have, I don't know how many exotic birds. It is mostly outdoor seating. You can see it's dog friendly. And as you are dining, you get to look at these beautiful creatures. They have a rooftop bar as well. And on weekends, you can enjoy live music. And this is West Alley Barbecue. It is one of the many Black-owned restaurants in Chandler. They are known for their Tennessee-style barbecue. They also host live music on the weekends, mostly supporting Black artists, which I think is awesome. All right, I just pulled over in the Layton Lakes subdivision. In a second, I'm going to get out and show you what the entrance looks like to the subdivision, and then I am going to drive you down a street and show you some of the homes. When you're driving into the Layton Lakes community, you have this just beautiful landmarker. The sign says Layton Lakes, of course, and then there's water falling behind it that gets all lit up during the holidays. Layton Lakes also has this fun splash pad for the kids. This is right behind the main entrance. Here's a little water fountain, and then over there there's a playground and sand volleyball. There is a pretty wide variety of homes to be found in Layton Lakes. Right now there are actually 10 homes that are for sale. The price range on those is from $600,000 all the way up to $965,000. The range in square footage on those homes starts at 1,800 square feet and it goes up to 3,300 square feet. All right, I just pulled over at Veterans Oasis Park. I first came to this park when I wanted to get into hiking, and this was listed as a easy hiking trail. It really isn't so much of a hike. There are a lot of trails and there is a little bit of hilliness to it, but mostly it's just a nice walk through a park. Veterans Oasis Park is kind of on the edge of Chandler, on the side of Gilbert, but I'll drive 15-20 minutes to come here sometimes. Do you hear the sound of the little water feature? There are a few of those in the park. Out here you have a lake that people can fish on or even boat on. There are paved sidewalks here, but there are also a lot of dirt and gravel trails, and it's kind of fun to walk through and see the different kind of cacti. And my favorite part is looking for different desert critters. I always see ducks, a lot of different kinds of birds, lizards. I saw a coyote off in the distance once. There's always rabbits around, and sometimes you will see ginormous jackrabbits. Behind me is the Nature Center at Veterans Oasis Park. I'm going to take you inside and show you what it looks like. You can go fishing here with a valid fishing permit. Okay, let's talk schools. Arizona doesn't exactly have the best reputation when it comes to their educational system. However, at least in the East Valley, you do have a lot of great choices. You have your private schools, your public schools, and charter schools. So with private schools, something you would want to know is that here we have something called a tax credit. You can ask your friends or coworkers, whoever, to designate money towards your child's tuition, and then when they get their tax return, the full amount of that money comes back to them. So that can lower your tuition if you're able to gather up people who are willing to put that towards your child's education. Then you have your public schools. There are a lot of good options in the Chandler area for that. You have charter schools, which technically are a public school. They have some different guidelines and they're known to be a little bit more rigorous. So a couple of the popular ones are Oasis schools, which I'm going to drive by here shortly. Those ones are STEM and liberal arts minded. They have a reputation for quite a bit of homework, but very high quality, and they get great results. Another charter school option that's popular here is called Great Hearts Academy. I'm going to take you by Chandler Prep. That's one of those schools that's part of the Great Hearts group. There are Oasis and Great Hearts schools in other parts of the valley as well. It's not just in Chandler, it's not just in the East Valley. So go ahead and reach out to me. If you have a child that is school age, I can help you out navigating where is going to be a good fit for your child. Personally, I homeschooled my 3 kids. They're all adults now. They went through college. But Arizona is actually one of the most homeschooling friendly states. So if you're a homeschooler, I can also point you to some resources that will help you connect with other homeschoolers in the area. Behind me here is Chandler Prep Academy. It is one of those tuition-free charter schools in Chandler, and it's not super strong with its athletic program, but it is known for their rigorous academics. They have a great chess club, and the seniors need to do a thesis statement, and then they present that paper at the end of their senior year. I am here at Hamilton High School. Right now I'm at the baseball field where they are having practice. My boys both played high school baseball, not at Hamilton, but they played on these fields. Hamilton is known for their strong athletic programs, always top ranked in football in particular, but their academics are strong as well. Great theater and arts classes here. And this is the largest high school in all of Arizona with about 4,000 students. So if you have a high school student, it doesn't really matter what they're interested in, you probably can find a good fit for them here at Hamilton High. One more thing, I'm also going to drive by Chandler Gilbert Community College. That is, as the name suggests, on the border of Chandler and Gilbert. My kids went there for a couple of classes. It was dual enrollment, so it counted for their homeschooling education, and it got them some college credits ahead of time. When I asked my oldest what he thought of the quality of the classes there compared to the classes he took later when he went to a small private prestigious college in Kansas, he said that the quality of the professors at Chandler Gilbert Community College was on par with that expensive university that he went to play baseball. So there's that. Here's a little tip. If you do use Chandler Gilbert Community College, or really any university for your children, you can go to ratemyprofessors.com and get reviews of the professors so you can kind of find the good ones. So I just got to Chandler Gilbert Community College. This is called the Coyote Center. It's where you go to register for your classes. I'll just take you inside and give you a quick peek. This is one of the courtyards at Chandler Gilbert Community College. That's the cafeteria over there. So when my son was a senior in high school, he played baseball competitively on, club ball, and then he also played high school ball. And I found out about the Chandler Gilbert Community College open tryouts the night before they had tryouts, and he made the team. So he played baseball here at Chandler Gilbert Community College for, I think, a year and a half before he transferred out of state to Friends University in Wichita. Here is the library. This is the Performing Arts Center. And then this cool building is kind of like a hangout. I think they have like ping pong and pool tables and things like that. All right, and here we are at this listing in South Chandler that we're gonna check out. It is listed at $1.175. It's a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom house built in 2004. It has a private heated pool, and it has a whole lot of updates that have been done to the interior. So let's go inside and see what we find. All right, so let's go in the front door. As soon as you walk in, there's this pretty chandelier. That's the first thing I noticed. There's one above as well. And there it is. Very tall ceilings. You have an open room over here. This is a spacious house. Here's a den. And then finally you get to the living area. Now, it's obvious that they've done updates in this house. Flooring, baseboards, paint, kitchen cabinets and counters. I like this idea. And then downstairs, there's this interesting room that is a bedroom with like its own little side room. But what I was gonna say is that it's obvious that they did a lot of updates on this house so that when you walk in, everything looks really fresh and clean. There's the laundry room downstairs. But what you also have to pay attention to is the bigger ticket items that maybe you don't think about right away, but with the house this age will probably be coming up pretty soon. I'm talking about the roof, the air conditioning, the swimming pool, and the windows. Those are kind of the big ones. All right, coming up the top of the stairs, we have a large primary bedroom. Look out that back window. There's a shade covering there, so you can't really see much of the yard. And the primary bathroom, the walk-in closet over here. Very elegant. And then they have another walk-in closet. So his and hers closets. On the right side, have a nice area there for kids to do their homework, I suppose. This is kind of like a storage room, I would say. A bedroom over here. And then you have another really big bedroom, not with a walk-in closet, but with a super long slider door closet. I guess you can probably see the backyard better from this window. And there's the pool and the hot tub. And another bedroom, a little bit smaller closet, and a full bathroom upstairs for the kids to use or your guest. Let's head back downstairs and go out to the backyard. While we're out there, I'm going to check and see how old the air conditioning unit is. Usually you can find a date on those. You do have a second-story house right behind you and some nice artificial turf there so you don't have to mow the yard. KitchenAid grill. All of these pavers over here. Okay, so that RV gate. You couldn't park an RV back there because there are HOA rules. By the way, the HOA here is about $76, which is not expensive compared to other parts of Chandler. And they have 2 AC units. And the sticker's all worn off, so I wouldn't be able to tell a date, but my guess is that is original. All right, and that wraps up our tour of the city of Chandler. I hope you found that helpful. If so, make sure you comment below. And if you are thinking about moving to the Phoenix area, be sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I would love to connect with you to help you find your new home in sunny Arizona. Check out my other videos. I have all kinds of good information to help you make that decision. And until next time, I will catch you later.